What's up, everybody? TonyPizzaGuy here, back again with more WWE news. And today we got something very interesting because it was announced that we're going to have the biggest signing in SmackDown history. Plus, we're going to talk about everything that happened from Monday Night Raw when it comes to the brand extension. Who went to Raw from where, how it's all shaping up, and how it's going to play out today. So if you guys do enjoy this kind of thing, make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel, however you found it. Let me know in the comment section below who your favorite person that went to Monday Night Raw is and who you think is going to SmackDown. So Monday Night Raw went off, and we had a lot of names moving here left and right. The show actually opened with Shane McMahon coming out with Stephanie, and I didn't really actually like this. This isn't a Raw review, but it just kind of threw me off. They went like heelish here, and then they tried to tell everybody that it's going to be a great night. So they kind of like made fun of the crowd, and then they're like, this is going to be awesome. So it was kind of weird. It was a weird off-putting thing. But anyway, Shane McMahon came out, and the first person that was a part of the roster was The Miz, actually, after beating Shane McMahon up, and then they fought, and then that was it. Shane McMahon ran away. So The Miz went over there. We also had Andrade and Zelina Vega, Rey Mysterio, the Usos, which was kind of funny because Glorious Boys came out, Gable and Rude, and it said Usos, so they messed up there. Naomi joins the Usos there. Lacey Evans is there. She's on Monday Night Raw now. Aleister Black and Ricochet are now officially a part of Monday Night Raw. They were kind of teased on what they were going to do, and they're now officially part of it. And what was kind of corny about this? Okay, let's get this off the chest right here. I'm not going to complain just to complain, but I need to talk about this. So when Aleister Black does a little creep thing, have you noticed the roller coaster sound effect? The way I saw it in NXT was that he was supposed to come up on his own, and you weren't supposed to know there was a thing behind him. That's how I saw it, but it was very corny. Apparently, they've been doing it for weeks, and I just haven't noticed it. And then when Ricochet came out, they had pew, pew, pew before he came out. So that was really dumb. And then we had Cedric Alexander. There was a video package for him. Lars Sullivan's a part of the roster. EC3 is a part of the roster. And we have Eric Young. Eric Young is a part of the roster. He wasn't even actually announced or showed up on the show. There was just like a graphic, and then Eric Young was over there. And he's not with Sanity, so he's all by himself. And the biggest name of the night was AJ Styles joining Monday Night Raw. But there's a tag team that we're forgetting, and that is the War Raiders. They repackaged the War Raiders as the Viking Experience. Why? 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 Why would you do that? The War Raiders were awesome. What are you going to chant now? Viking, Viking, Viking. Okay. Apparently there's some kind of package you can get for the Viking Experience. Anyway. This is weird. This is dumb. I did not like it. I thought it was very, very, very dumb. So, whatever. So, moving on, we actually have other talent that's going to be going on to SmackDown, and we're going to talk about that. One thing that we did talk about yesterday was that WWE leaked a talent going over to a brand from NXT, and that was Kairi Sane. Now, we didn't really see her on Monday Night Raw. She wasn't there, so that means SmackDown looks like to be the place where she's going to be. Maybe that she's part of that tag team that Paige has talked about, the Sky Pirates. A lot of people are thinking it's going to be the Sky Pirates coming over to SmackDown. Io Shirai and Kairi Sane, I think that'd be kind of cool. So we'll have to see if that actually plays out. So, also, we do have a tease here from WWE social media, WWE.com, the preview for SmackDown says, after an exciting first night of the 2019 Superstar Shakeup, things are only getting to get crazier tonight on SmackDown Live. WWE Chairman Mr. McMahon has promised to reveal the biggest acquisition in SmackDown Live history. What major name will be joining the Team Blue, and find out as everything continues on SmackDown Live. So there you go. We have the biggest acquisition joining SmackDown Live in history. So we need to talk about who this possibly could be. Who would this man be going to SmackDown Live? The biggest acquisition ever. Before we do that, I wanted to kind of talk on Dean Ambrose a little bit, because they announced on Monday after I did my news stuff that Dean Ambrose and the Shield are doing a final Shield last ride thing on Sunday, where the Shield's final thing is going to be going down. And that makes me wonder, what is going on with Dean Ambrose? Is he going to stay with WWE? He's not going to stay with WWE? They've been saying one final match. This is the last time of Dean Ambrose. We're never going to see him again. They did something at Raw. Now they're getting him to come back. Are they really trying really hard to keep Dean Ambrose happy and keep him in the company? That might be it. Dean Ambrose could be one of those names that could be signed over to the Blue brand, SmackDown Live. Another big name. There's really only 3 big names I really see. Dean Ambrose could be the 4th name, but I see it this way. When you're talking about big names in the WWE and they're trying to tout it as the biggest acquisition of all time, you got to go with the big dog, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns going to SmackDown would be a big ploy for them to get you to watch, get you over there and get you going, because that's literally how I see it is, Roman Reigns is a face. That's how they pick it. They say Roman Reigns over here, he's our guy. Him going over there would be another big name. Another one would be Brock Lesnar. I think Brock Lesnar going to SmackDown. Is it the biggest name of all time? Is it a big acquisition? Not really. There's a problem with the word acquisition. We'll get into that after I go through my predictions here. But Brock Lesnar going over there would be big for them. They want to apparently have Brock Lesnar on the brand when they go to Fox. When SmackDown moves to Fox is what the rumor is. The rumor is that Fox is advertising Brock Lesnar. So Brock Lesnar moving over to SmackDown would be that biggest acquisition that you could possibly do. What I think if they do that, I would really like to see it go down this way. If you're going to have Brock over there, have some interesting thing where Brock Lesnar does not want to be a part of the Blue brand. He wants the Universal title from Seth Rollins. So if you take Brock Lesnar, very angry, F5 Vince McMahon, that would be very interesting. I'd love to see that. And the last and final person that I think that could possibly be going over to SmackDown Live, I think would be Ronda Rousey. They've been touting her as one of the biggest names. Putting her on SmackDown would be a big move. If she's even still around in the WWE, rumor was she left to go have a child. So I don't know if that's what's really going down, but we'll see. We will see. So there's the news and rumors of that with the brand split, acquisition, talent, shakeup, whatever. The big problem here with this is that it's not very exciting. What they do here is they have a superstar in the ring waiting for his opponent, and then the person walks down the ring, and that's how you do it. There's no suspense, there's no drama, there's no action, there's no people choosing, there's nothing. And the other problem is Vince McMahon going to announce the talent acquisition to SmackDown? If this isn't a brand new name to the WWE, if this isn't a brand new name to the WWE, this is just stupid, because Vince McMahon, we all know how this works. Vince McMahon runs everything behind the scenes. Taking a talent from Raw to SmackDown is not an acquisition. The way that they're phrasing this, the way they're forming it out is like, oh, we're going to get a talent. He's going to come up. It's going to be great. They're going to come from one show to the other. Yeah, but you're Vince McMahon. You run the company. You're the guy who runs the company. The only way this works is if you have a Raw general manager and a SmackDown general manager competing to have the best show, having their talent. But now it's all the McMahons who run the show. Every McMahon runs the show. So like having this Vince McMahon is going to acquire talent. It's his company. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Unless it's a name that's from the outside, it's from somewhere else. It just doesn't make sense to me. In WWE, I don't get it. I don't know why you don't do this differently. I like when they show, even like having graphic. This guy's going to Raw. This guy's going to, like, do it that way. That way it's very, very interesting. I get that you want to do 2 nights. I get it. There's other ways to go about it than the way that you're doing. So I think all in all, this has been a major flop, in my opinion. Not saying that the names, AJ Styles, Miz, Mysterio, Usos, Naomi, even War Machine. It's just the way that they're going about it and the way that they're repackaging some of the talent. I like Eric Young. I'd love to see him do something. No matter what he does, he can do great. I don't think WWE's really utilized him the best, and that kind of sucks. Another thing is EC3 is just getting buried ever since he came onto Raw, and he's kind of in the main roster picture. They haven't really done anything with him. He got buried by Braun Strowman on Raw, and now what's going to happen? I don't know. Cedric Alexander might be cool. We'll see where he fits in with all the mix of the Raw superstars. Again, it's not bad, the names that they have on the show. I actually think it's very intriguing, some of the names that they did bring up and some of the things that they're doing here. But the way that they're going about it just doesn't work for me. They need to have some more excitement. It's got to be, some suspense, some drama, some must-see television. There's really not any must-see television. It's like they announce it on social media like a day after. They're like, oh, yeah, why don't we just think of this now? And then they just do that. It's very weird. It's very weird the way they go about it. I'm not mad that the War Raiders got called up. Honestly, I love the War Raiders. So it's just weird because they didn't come out the NXT titles. Are they going to defend them? what is going to happen? I have no idea. I really have no idea. Are they going to just be like, oh yeah, they're drafted, so the titles are coming back to NXT? I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's a weird dichotomy. I don't know. So anyway, guys, that's where we're going to leave it today. Let me know what you think about the Superstar Shakeup. Should be a draft, should be a brand split, whatever it should be. Anyway, that's where we're going to end it today. If you guys do enjoy this, as always, I'm TonyPizzaGuy, and we will see you